Sup guys, Critical K921 aka Max here. I'll probably just start using Max instead of K921, but it looks good on the YouTube name, so I also hope to get a better camera. I'm sorry the quality on these videos is terrible, but saving money. You're in college, you have to save money, so, but anyway. Anyway, let's get to the movie Trolls. Based, of course, off the Good Luck Trolls, because didn't you always wanted them to get a movie? I know I did. But the Lego movie did well, so I'll admit I was positive when or tried to be, because I surprisingly liked the Lego movie, even though I thought the trailer made it sound bad, but so I thought it looked good. I thought it seemed maybe it'd be fine, and especially when I saw DreamWorks attached to it, I was like, shit, maybe this movie will be good. Then the trailer came out. The very first trailer came out to this, and they go, now watch me whip, now watch me night night. It is so dumb. It really was the dumbest thing in the world, and I'm thinking, this is a DreamWorks film. You are a DreamWorks film. And you're opening with this? What? It really was one of the strangest, most awful looking trailers I've ever seen. And it's DreamWorks. I mean, Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, and this is. I guess I can't say it's their worst. I mean, all their movies have bad trailers. I mean, Kung Fu Panda did not look good on the outside, did it? But it was surprisingly good, so I know, I guess DreamWorks needs to work on their trailers, but anyway, so yeah. I saw the reviews when it came out, did well, and I said, really? Okay. I still didn't think it looked very good, but eventually I watched the trailers anyway, and I thought, yeah, this. The more the trailers came out, it looked better. They weren't doing the stupid, watch me whip dance, thank fuck, but I still didn't think it looked very good, but I thought, whatever, people liked it. I had a friend here tell me she liked it. I watched it. Oh, God. I don't know what it is. Something about this film annoyed the fuck out of me. I don't know what it is. Just something about this film. It went on, and I was just like, oh my God, make it stop. But let's start at the beginning. The backstory is basically there's these creatures named the Bergens who look like something who look like someone from Where the Wild Things Are shit out. They eat. The apparent thing is with them is unlike the trolls who sing, dance, and give hugs. They don't know how to sing or dance or give hugs, which I'm like, really? I mean, they show them singing and it's bad, but I'm like, bad singing is still singing. It's still singing. Just because you have one person that's singing like Carrie Underwood or something and the other person who's singing like William Hung, that does not mean they're not both singing. Just one is good and one is bad. It made no sense. And they don't dance. Anyone can dance. I can at least dance, not well, but it's still dancing. It makes no sense. But they eat trolls to feel happy. Okay. So naturally they hold a holiday once a year to eat trolls. What? Once a year? If I had something to make me happy constantly and there wasn't any dangerous side effects, I'd be taking that shit daily. It makes no sense to only limit it to once a year. So they have a festival and the trolls sneak out and eventually things seem good for 20 years. Yeah, surprisingly, the main character in this is 20. She's older than most Disney princesses, actually. I think the few that would actually be of legal age to have sex with are like Rapunzel and Elsa. Because one's 18 and one's 21, I think. So yeah, she'd be one of the older animated princesses, actually. Um, and the princess is played by Anna Kendrick, and she's all happy and sunshine. And basically, if you want to imagine if Anna Kendrick ever played Mabel from Gravity Falls, here you go. she's holding this big party with her and all her friends, and Justin Timberlake playing the other troll is like, no, you're gonna alert the Bergens. And I'm thinking, security system? Hi? I mean, did you not watch the troll version of Home Alone? Did you not watch Home Alone? Just a basic security system. Have some rocks, fucking spikes around. You know they're still looking for you. They're not just gonna be like, I can't find the trolls. Oh well, anybody just want to keep feeling miserable? Which, by the way, how do they not feel happy? It makes no sense, because there are literally multiple scenes, because the kid at the very beginning is so excited for Troll Thing. I'm like, excitement is happiness. He's happy to have... It makes no sense. So she has this ridiculous party, and of course they get found because naturally holding a big loud party full of music and glitter, that wouldn't alert anybody, would it? Makes no sense. So this one of the trolls who was kicked out because she didn't have the trolls catches them and is now gonna serve them to the other trolls, and eventually the two and Kendrick and Justin Timberlake have to go save them. I know they have names, but it's Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, so that's what I'm calling them. So yeah, the plot really doesn't make sense, honestly, because they keep saying this is the only way to feel happiness, eating a troll, but there's multiple times where they feel that way. I'm going, how are you not know this? It's not complicated. It makes that make no sense. The backstory is ridiculous. What else can I really say about the story? It's a basic story. It's not hard to follow, but yeah, the details of it really make no sense, and the movie really doesn't make much sense, a super large amount of sense anyway, and I guess it's supposed to be one of those movies that's not really about the message per se. It's not trying to be Inside Out, it's more trying to be on the Minion side where it's cute, bouncy fun. Even then, I can't say it works, but yeah, the story has a lot of holes. The animation, surprisingly, actually pretty good. DreamWorks, for the most part, does really good animation. There's lots of color, actually. There's lots of emotion. And it's just so pretty. It really does look colorful. Even the hairs. When you see all the trolls, I was like, God, I feel like I could touch every individual hair. I was amazed. Yeah, it looks very colorful. Sometimes it's a little too happy, but it's trolls. I mean, they're good luck trolls. If you're expecting it to be grim and depressing, I don't know what you're smoking, but can I have some? But yeah, so the animation is surprisingly pretty good. What about the cast? Um, yeah, Anna Kendrick is alright, I guess, for what she's given. She's playing basically a Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab, but she's alright for what she's given. Not perfect, but I like Anna Kendrick. She does. I never thought she picked the best movies, but yeah, I think she does fine for what she's given. Justin Timberlake, what the fuck? He is so miscast, because this role is meant for somebody that's gruff and tough and is all like a survivalist and is kind of crazy. I'm like, Justin Timberlake is your choice. Justin Timberlake's when I think Timberlake, I think of his music, which is usually all kind of like a ladies' man. You know, he's gonna try to get in your pants kind of thing. That's usually what I think of when I think of Timberlake. I mean, his biggest song is Sexy Back. And you cast him as this gruff guy. I don't smile, I don't sing. And it just never matches. He's horribly miscast. The way the troll looks and Justin Timberlake's voice don't belong together. There should be like a tougher action star, maybe like a Bruce Willis I could see, maybe, or someone like that, like a Steven Seagal, a Chuck Norris. I don't know, somebody that is an action star and can believably pull kind of the kooky thing. Timberlake is not. He does not belong in this role. But some people can blend being badass and being charming too. Will Smith can do that. Not in the DreamWorks film he was in, but some people can do that. Justin Timberlake really can't. There are other celebrities in here are forgettable. I really don't. I think McLovin from Superbad plays the king. Gwen Stefani has one or two lines. James Corden in one ear and out the other, and Russell Brand more bearable, but than he ever is, but still pretty forgettable. But yeah, the only characters worth noting, really. Oh, there's also Zoe Deschanel, I guess, but again, in one ear and out the other. She doesn't do much for me as an actress. The only role I've ever seen and found her amusing was The Happening, and that was unintentional. Um, yeah, it's casted weird. The choice of music in this really doesn't add up. It's they're mainly using pop songs. Like they have obviously "Can't Stop the Feeling," the song he wrote for the Justin Timberlake wrote for the movie. There's "Sound of Silence," which the way they use them, like the fact that you're using it like this proves that you know nothing about what this song is about. This is not a troll song. This is more of a Castlevania song. It is depressing. So playing it for a movie that's all about finding happiness is funny to me. The scene, not really. The movie's not actually that funny, surprisingly, um, but yeah, they don't really use it. It just kind of feels like we want to use a pop song. The Zoe Deschanel's character is in love with the king, played by McLovin from Superbad, I believe. She sings "Hello" by Lionel Richie, and I'm thinking, did you just hear it on the radio or something, and think that'd be cool? And it doesn't make the songs don't connect to anything. And to me, if you're going to use songs, and especially if the characters sing it, it should connect to what the characters are feeling. And Disney tends to do that pretty well. When I think of movies where where the song and how the characters feeling connect, I think of Frozen's a good example. To be honest, because what the character's singing ties into how they feel. It's not just kind of pointless. Hey, let's get some pop songs. Beauty and the Beast actually does that pretty well as well. There's a couple others, but that's my point. This kind of feels like something like what Strange Magic looks like, or even Brother Bear. Feels like where it's just kind of like we wanted to use a popular singer. Here you go. We wanted to use popular songs. There you go. It's just it doesn't tie into anything. And the film's also really boring. It's an hour and 30 minutes. It felt like five. I was sitting there. Literally, they get to Bergen Town in the first 30 minutes, and I'll avoid spoilers in case you want to see it, though. You can guess how it ends. Really, it's trolls. It's trolls, not Nightmare on Elm Street. So, but yeah, it feels so long. They get to Bergentown, it's like 30 minutes in, and I'm going, oh my god, how long is this movie? And it's only been 30 minutes. I'm like, oh my god. By the end of it, I just wanted it to stop. I was just like, oh dear god, turn it off, make it go away. It, but no, it just kept going, and I was just begging, going, God, it was so boring. Is it the most annoying film I've ever seen? Not really. They don't use a lot of dumb catchphrases. I mean, the jokes are all predictable as holy hell. Are they so frustrating predictable? I can think of plenty of other films where a joke's been told and I'm going, God. I mean, I don't know. I think of something where the jokes are painful. It's more of like, I don't know, Family Guy nowadays, Eight Crazy Nights, something like that, where where every time a joke's told, it hurts. You're just like, ugh. This film, not really. This is not really the film to be angry at. It's to me just a really bad film. And I love DreamWorks, but man, they have not been on a great track record recently. I forget exactly when it was that this track record started. I really don't know, but all their sequels and stuff do well, but any original ideas just have sucked. I don't know. There was what Home. There's Home that I saw and it sucked. I haven't seen Boss Baby, and based on the reviews I saw of that, I'm not missing much. Captain Underpants doesn't look that good to me either. It looks pretty miscast too. I'm not really a fan of having having guys play kids because you can always tell it's an adult. I never see a kid, and I like it when kids can play kids because you believe it a lot more, and sometimes they're not half bad. I mean, there are the annoying ones, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's sort of like Chowder, because after that show, they actually had a fairly decent kid actor in it, and I was like, I want to see more of them. And it's always either grown men or adults like Tara Strong doing kid voices, but whatever. Yeah, is there anything else to say about the movie? It's nowhere near the worst film I've ever seen, or yeah, I can't really say it's the worst film I've ever seen. I've seen plenty worse. Even recent animated films, I've seen far worse than this. Films that are a lot more predictable. I remember watching Sing with my friend, and she sat there just like this through most of it, just miserable. So this is nowhere near the worst film I've ever seen. I wouldn't even say it's the worst animated film. I mean, there's Food Fight. Come on. I mean, Emoji Movie even, and there's The Legend of the Titanic, which opens up with the class with no joke. The Titanic was a lie. Everyone's alive. God, I'm gonna have to review that one day. But yeah, if you like bright and colorful imagery without much thought, maybe your kids will like it. Rotten Tomatoes says it's got stuff for parents. I'm like, I don't know about you. My parents would be bored shitless. Listen, they never watched it that. Well, sometimes they did. I remember there were a couple movies, but even still, this would be more on the end of Pokemon, where if they watched it, they'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so bored." And that has happened with them, but this isn't exactly a Disney film or one of those films like Star Wars that you can watch of any age. It's for kids. And yeah, it's obviously meant to sell toys. It did pretty well, and it's a big marketing thing. I guess it figures like the Lego movie, they already had the stuff ready, I guess. So, and I know it's getting a sequel. Yay! I really maybe the sequel will be better, but I saw that Anna Kendrick and Timberlake are reprising there also. I'm gonna guess no. Yeah, did not like this one. Wouldn't say it's the worst, but I would not say it's anything. If you're an adult, I really don't recommend it unless you, I guess, are in for a. I know people like it, and I'm trying to think of maybe if you kind of are into an anime movie that's kind of the turn off your brain and enjoy it, you might get something out of it. Even that, I mean, the moral obviously is simple. It takes someone to help you find happiness. Yeah, it's a simple moral. It's not much, but even for a turn off your brain and enjoy a movie like Despicable Me and stuff like that, it's not that good. Yeah, but oh god. Hopefully, hopefully DreamWorks next stuff is better. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that's about it for this time. Hopefully next time I'll get to something more entertaining to talk about. Hopefully Death Note. I'm trying to get one of my friends to do it with me because she's actually seen the anime and I have not. And I feel like it would be almost kind of unfair to have somebody that's never seen the anime review something like that. So hopefully I'll get something like that out. Hopefully I'll get that out soon. Soon. Either way, you'll get a new review this Sunday. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.